Okay, should we get started? I'm so excited! Here's the box. It's Universal Yums. Never tried the snack box before, but they send you packages from different countries every month. For your first month of subscribing, however, you have the option of choosing a worldwide package where they sample stuff from all over. So we're gonna be getting a mix today. Here's what the outside looks like. The pattern is very cute. I love it. I haven't opened it up. I've just like torn open like the tape in the bottom. So I don't know what's inside. You'll get first look, chat. Hopefully it doesn't all spill over. Here's what's inside, and here's the first look. It looks like they've packed a lot in here. Immediately I see something from the UK. Here's the booklet that fell out. Season's greetings from everywhere. I think I technically got the December box, even though I ordered in January. When I saw the box was like a bit small, I've ordered from Tokyo Treat subscription boxes before, and they were a little bit bigger. So I was a bit worried when I saw the size of the box, but it looks like they packed a lot in there. Let's go through this booklet first. As you dig in, do this. Eat, watch, listen, speak. Eat. If you want to celebrate the holidays like they do in Japan, grab some Kentucky Fried Chicken to eat with your box. Better order ahead. Before Christmas, Japanese KFCs typically have lines out the door for 2 days straight. Watch. It's a family tradition for over 4 million families in Poland to watch Home Alone during the holidays. The movie is such a beloved part of Christmas that when a Polish TV channel didn't include the movie in its holiday schedule in 2010, citizens took to the internet to protest, resulting in Kevin's triumphant return. We can see my former president make a cameo in the movie. Listen, forget about last Christmas with the UK's Wham! We all need to. Then look ahead to a Happy New Year with Sweden's ABBA. It's all on our holiday playlist at universalyums.com/tunes. Unfortunately, Universal Yums, I am streaming this and I don't want to get DMCA'd, so speak. Before leaving for the holiday break, be sure to tell your friends or coworkers pegar un tubazo, to hit someone with a tube. Don't be alarmed. It's the Argentine way of saying, call me. Focus. There we go. Make jiaoji. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. Chinese New Year dumplings. These dumplings are a symbol of prosperity, as they resemble the ancient Chinese psyche, an old form of currency. Many Chinese believe that the more of these dumplings you eat on New Year's Eve, the more cash you'll receive the next year. All the more reason to double the batch. I learned about this through a bunch of TikToks. I'm very much on East Asian cooking TikTok, because I love Korean food. And then there's a trivia train. This booklet is so cute. I think we're good to start with the box. This is just like, it explains all the different snacks. And then they give you a little sticker. It's so cute. There you go, chat. You can have it. Can't wait for streamer to go to anaphylactic shock on stream. If that happens, everybody ping Bran on Discord 1,000,000 times because oh wait, no, he has my phone number, but I don't know if that would help. Does Bran have my address? Should I send him my address right now as collateral? Okay, first one, I'll show chat first. Bretz. Saveur chèvre d'Espelette. Disclaimer before we begin. Please don't make fun of my pronunciation. I know we have French speakers in chat. 100%. Wait, hold on. What's 100? Cent? 100%. Nos pommes de terre. Françaises. 100% French potatoes. Goat cheese and chili pepper? Nutri-score is a C. I don't think this is particularly healthy. Chips with cream and a hint of heat. First one. You taste first, chat. Really tasty. Has that signature goat cheese aftertaste. It's like a more muted version of the cheddar Ruffles. If you know Ruffles or Lay's, I think in the UK Lay's are called J's. The cheddar chips. It's like a more muted version of this, which makes sense because it's goat cheese. And it also has that distinct goat cheese aftertaste. And the hint of heat is so subtle. It's so subtle. Really subtle. I would actually like for the heat to be a bit stronger. It's like just this really faint like pop of heat in the back of your mouth. They're good though. A nice, inoffensive bag of chips. Unfortunately, being inoffensive, it means I don't have any strong opinions one way or the other. But I'm gonna finish this bag. Would eat again. The salt creeps up on you. You know how at first when you put a chip in your mouth, you're like, holy shit, this is so salty? I didn't really taste that till like my 3rd or 4th chip. What would I score this? 6.5 out of 10. And keep in mind when some people scale, I'm not doing like the Yelp or Google reviews scaling here where you give it a 5 if it's good and you enjoyed it. I'm like using a genuine scale where like anything above a 5, I'll eat. I just wouldn't go out of my way to get this again. If it were a lot hotter, I think I would, but it's very inoffensive, very mild. 6.5, if we want to be generous, 7 out of 10. It's our first one, so maybe we'd be a bit more generous. Let's read about the chili potato chips, because they have a little blurb for each one, which is so cute. While we're on the topic of plants, let's talk about festive chili peppers. Long before the Christmas tree, Europeans decorated their homes with bright green, red, and yellow peppers for the holidays. What happened to this tradition? Basically, marketing. That fucking sucks! What? In the early 1900s, the LA-based Eek family produced a new strand of poinsettias that were sturdier and longer lasting in cool temperatures. They advertised the poinsettias heavily during Christmas, and away went the centuries-old tradition of decorating with peppers. That's so sad! I love poinsettias, but that's so sad. Who knew they originated from a marketing campaign? Apparently, some people still respect tradition, though, because folks in France's Basque region have been using piment d'Espelette in their culinary creations for centuries, and in their chips since 1995. Take a screenie if you want, chat. Green tea and strawberry popcorn? Hello? I think that's time. It tells me to start with the green leaf and red flower popcorn, and it's from New Taipei City, Taiwan. I like flower popcorn. I'm excited to try it because it's apparently what we should have started with, but we'll do everything on this page first, and then we'll move on to the next page. It doesn't have to be an exact order. Pop Smile, where joy gathers. Green tea and strawberry or red flower popcorn. On the booklet, it says green leaf and red flower. Let's give her a taste. Green tea first. Really strong green tea flavor, not super ultra sweet. Really good. Balances out perfectly with like the saltiness and the crunchiness of the popcorn. Strawberry's really good too. What does the strawberry remind me of? It reminds me of something very specific. My first thought is strawberry flavored gum in the US, but it's not quite that. Maybe like strawberry milk? Not bubblegum. Strawberry? It's a lighter artificial strawberry flavor than what we have in the US, but I have tried it. I have had this flavor before. I like the green tea more. That's really good. I think I'll also give this one a 6.5, 7 out of 10. Like, would I go out of my way to get this? Would I crave this? Probably not. But if I see it in the store shelves and I'm like, yeah, I want this, I'd pick it up. A strawberry and matcha popcorn combo. When something is a good match, Taiwanese and Chinese people will refer to it as red flower and green leaves. Oh, that's cute! I thought it was like a mistranslation. Like of matcha or green tea and strawberry red flower. But no, it means something's a good pair. It's meant to signify how outstanding and conspicuous the pairing is. As of today, this poetic phrase now applies to popcorn. Pop Smile, the Taiwanese company that manufactures this popcorn, they also have a popcorn-themed amusement park, but that's a story for another day. That's so cool! Specifically developed this flavor to materialize the widely used expression. Oh, okay, so it is meant to be like a red and green sort of thing. Matcha tea popcorn would have probably been conspicuous enough, but with a combination of strawberry popcorn, it's outstanding. Try the pieces separately, then together, and see if you don't agree. P.S. Have extra? Probably not. Head to page 14 to complete a fun holiday decoration with this festively colored popcorn combo. Did you try both at the same time? Nope, I'm gonna now. How convenient. They are even better together. They balance each other out really nicely, wow. Prosecco bonbons. Not from Italy or France, but Devon, UK. Or Devon, one of the two. I'm not typically a fan of champagne flavored stuff, so my review might be a bit biased here, but I will try to be impartial. And it looks just like the typical French candy, the bonbon. Very chewy, which is why I took a small bite. I actually really like the flavor. The alcohol aftertaste is not strong at all. That's usually what I dislike about like champagne flavored gummies and the like. Same texture as French bonbons. For those of you that aren't familiar with it, it's like a tougher taffy. Though I think if you get them real fresh, they should be softer. Almost like a chalky taffy. Because the flavor pleasantly surprised me, I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10. Now, unfortunately, I think these suffered because due to long transport, they likely became stale. I know when you have real fresh bonbons, they're much softer, but these are a bit chewy. But that's an issue of transportation, just because it's imported. It's not an issue of the product itself. But because I'm not a big fan of champagne flavored stuff or like Prosecco flavored stuff to begin with, give it a 6 out of 10. Send them over to me, will do. Sab's relatively close, right? You might think Prosecco is more of an Italian thing, and you'd be correct. Italians are the most prolific drinkers of Prosecco, followed by the British, who drink 1/3 of all the Prosecco produced in the world. While we don't assume they drink it all on New Year's Eve, they do ring in the new year with a glass of Prosecco, or two. Enjoy the non-alcoholic candy inspired by the bubbly drink this new year. Oh, is Prosecco non-alcoholic, or is just the candy? I think they mean the candy's non-alcoholic. That's why there was no alcohol aftertaste. And revel in the fact that you're enjoying one of the UK's most traditional sweets. Bristows of Devon, who makes these traditionally chewy bonbons, is the only candy maker in the UK who still does. Interesting. Oh, chat, if you want a screenshot, I almost forgot. Need to note, champagne is both a style and a region. It has to come from Champagne, France, and the second ferment has to be done in the bottle. Really? That's pretty cool. Let's move on. All right, up next. This is from, again, forgive me for the blasphemy I'm about to commit towards French speakers worldwide. Châteauneuf-sur-Sarthe. And these are, it looks like, popcorn flavored chocolate truffles? I was gonna say maybe, I was thinking it was a popcorn coated in like truffle dust, but I guess not. Packaging is cute. I like the little ballerina. Hey, it's a Châteauneuf well, and then we choked it on Sarthe, I know. I can't get over the fact that the one time I got my French pronunciation pretty close is when I did it the opposite way I've been doing it my entire life. Sarthe. No, that sounded more American. I would love to take like a class on accents. Not like accents, like just like intonation and speaking in general. Whoa! These are dead ass, straight up, just truffles! I mean, it does say popcorn flavored chocolate truffles, but still. And this package is written in English. Popcorn flavored truffle, chat. There's crunchy bits inside it. That's really fucking good. Mindo read my mind. The first 8, I'd even give this an 8.5. That's really fucking good. Oh my god. I don't want to eat another because they're so rich, but this is really good. And it like surprised me too. What if it had just a single popcorn kernel inside? Like a cherry bit or something? I wouldn't be mad because the rest of it's really delicious. I love that they have tiny crunchy bits inside to like cut into the smoothness of the truffle. It's so cool. Definitely need to palate cleanse after this one though. That is a serious size, damn. It's only 32 ounces actually. It just looks ridiculously large. They don't ship to my country, no! You don't know! Time to become a Brit. Please don't subject yourself to that. Can Utah be shipped to my country? Stop fucking flirting with each other chat, Jesus. Popcorn flavored chocolate truffles. Out of ideas for what to make for dessert on Christmas, French pastry chef Louis Dufour whipped up a batch of ganache, mixing chocolate and cream into a velvety chocolate paste. He then shaped the paste into round balls, dipped the balls into melted chocolate, rolled the balls in fine cocoa powder, and voila! The world's first chocolate truffle. This was way back in 1895, and with this delightfully rich truffle, you can taste that the recipe hasn't changed much, save for the addition of caramelized popcorn bits. That's 126 years of progress. Hold on. I think there's a recommended order, but I need to start with them. Because I think this is either gonna be fucking delicious or it's gonna be a nightmare. This is from Wormingford, Colchester, UK. Roast beef and Spitfire ale crisps. Holy shit. A hearty combination of roast beef and Spitfire ale, inspired by Britain's oldest brewer, with a zesty Kentish hop and rich roast beef flavor. I'm actually so fucking excited to try this, guys. Open! Iftah ya Simpson. Looks like a normal crisp. My face says average, but this is another 8 out of 10. The ale isn't strong and like overpowering. It's a very delicate beef flavor without being heavy. Perfectly balanced. Would I rush back to buy this? I don't think so, but it's a very, very well constructed flavor profile. And it's like the chip is like almost a cross between like a regular chip crisp and a kettle chip. From chat's perspective, 1 out of 10 looked good, no flavor, no crunch, like it wasn't there. One thing that could improve them, add just a little more salt, which I know is odd to say for a crisp. Eat more and maybe you'll adopt the accent. Which I know is odd to say for a crisp, but there's like little to no salt at all. So I think if you added just a bit of salt, would make everything 10 times better. No, it's pretty good. Just needs more salt. First time I have ever said that for a chip. I literally want to go back and eat more. Those were really fucking good. Roast beef and Spitfire ale, potato crisps. Again, from Wormingford, Colchester, UK. There's so many cool things about these chips that we don't even know where to start. Probably with the ale, right? These chips have been specially crafted in partnership with Shepherd Neame Brewery, Britain's oldest brewery. The hoppy dark ale flavor comes alive on each hand-cooked chip, which is meant to taste exactly like a steak and ale pie. Never had the namesake? It's a classic British holiday dish with tender pieces of steak, onion, carrots, garlic, and ale, all baked inside a flaky pastry crust. That sounds delicious. It's delicious, but eating these near copycat chips sure is a lot less work than making it. Alright, my advice to Brits everywhere then, add just a bit more salt. Then we'll be perfect. With English towns, you don't say Ford like you'd imagine. You say like Ferd. Ah, yeah, makes sense. Wormingford. That's definitely like a... The R is super subtle though. Gotcha. Okay, up next. Jesus, there's so much in here! Oh my god! Yeah, already cannot recommend this snack box enough. We're doing Turkish Delight, aka Locum next. Very excited. I adore Turkish Delight, so this one should be good. I have had Turkish Delight from Turkey itself, so don't know how this will measure up. But I will say I wasn't particularly picky. Like, I've enjoyed Turkish Delight back here at home too. So I think I'll still really like this one. This one isn't from Turkey? Well, I assume it is, but by like from Turkey, I mean like walked into like the shop where they make it like fresh, handmade every day. But like I'm talking like I've had really fresh locum. Fel gonna send us some Turkish Delight. God, I wish. Oh my god. If I ever have a layover in Istanbul, I'ma message Leah and be like, yo, I bring you whatever the fuck you want from the West. Get me some of that goddamn Turkish Delight, please. Okay, so there's rose, lemon, and orange flavors. Here you go, chat. I think this one might be rose or orange. Which Turkish Delight flavor do you like? Personally, I like rose. OMG rose. I really like Mestica. I love Mestica. I'm not sure if the Turkish Delight is Mestic flavored or not. Mestica is like, how do I describe Mestica? Mestica is a very Arab flavor. I've never seen it in the States or any other country. It's a very Arab flavor. Mestic is produced by the resin glands of certain trees. It's like a tree sap, basically, and dries into pieces of brittle, translucent resin. When chewed, the resin softens and becomes a bright, white, and opaque gum. The flavor is a bit bitter at first, but after some chewing, it releases a refreshing flavor similar to pine and cedar. Never had anything like it. It's a very, very unique flavor, but I adore it. It's so, so, so good. If you ever get the chance to try Mestica, it comes in gum, it comes in a Turkish Delight flavor. You can get it as like, I've had it in other forms. I think it comes as an ice cream too. It's really good. It sounds to me like you're saying Mesteha, which is, oh wait, are we mentioning the same thing? Let's look at Mesteha and see if we are. I think, yeah, Mesteha I think is the Greek name for it. But for Turkish Delight, I really like Mestica, and I really like, I don't know what it's called exactly. I think it's pomegranate flavor with the pistachios inside, and then they roll it up in the rose petals. So good. So, 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 so good. Mesteha is a liquor made from that resin. It's literally my favorite flavored spirit. Oh my god, you have to try Mestica Locum one day then. It's so good. Cadbury Turkish Delight bar. Oh my goodness. What's the filling? Oh, it's wrapped in Turkish Delight. That sounds really good. Chocolate with Turkish Delight would be delicious. Okay, let's try this. It's orange. Another traditional Arab, actually it might also be Mestica, I'm not sure. No, I think it's a different flavor. I really love Menessima, which is like a taffy. It literally means manna of the heavens. Big fan of Menessima. I want to try a rose one. Then I can properly pass judgment. I can't find a rose piece. Definitely doesn't measure up to what you can get in Turkey. I will say I think I've had better store brands of Turkish Delight. This one's probably a 5 out of 10. Not for Turkish Delight in general. Turkish Delight in general is phenomenal, delicious. Like, if you've never had Turkish Delight before, you can still, like, have this and enjoy it. But for somebody who's had many a Turkish Delight before, this is a solid 5 out of 10. And you can get store brands that are better. Here's the entry. Assorted Turkish Delight, the famous confection in rose, lemon, and orange flavors. The story goes like this. 300 years ago, Sultan Abdulhamid wanted to woo his many wives by gifting them a new dessert. He called upon his kingdom's many confectioners to craft the next big sweet, and one of them did exactly that. In his time, wow, doing art contests all the way back at 300 years ago. Don't participate in art contests, boys. They get to use your creativity forever. It sucks. Most of the traditional sweets here has saffron flavoring. That's so cool! I'll admit I haven't had many saffron flavored sweets, unfortunately, but I imagine that would be delicious. I have like had saffron. I've had saffron in savory things, which is... Saffron's delicious. Like, you can't go wrong with saffron. Like, if I wanted somebody to gift me, like, something worth like $1,000, I would ask for saffron in that amount. 100%. In his tiny Istanbul candy shop, Bakir Effendi mixed sugar syrup with starch, cooked it for 6 hours, infused it with rose petals, then cut it into cubes. The result? Lokum, or Turkish Delight, one of the world's most famous sweets and a Turkish New Year's Eve tradition. Eating a piece of every flavor, orange, lemon, and traditional rose, is a near guarantee of good luck next year. Maybe you'll even pull a Bakir and invent a life-changing candy. Cute! Since we're on the topic of sweets I'm familiar with, let's move on to the baklava, which I conveniently hid under the fudge. There it is. All art contests are a scam. Noted, exactly. Unless they compensate you for your work, and they don't retain the rights forever. I understand why they'd keep the rights to the person who wins, but they shouldn't retain the rights to everybody who participates. You know what I'm saying? Focus. Focus. I think it's the plastic wrap. Let me get rid of that first. There it is. Baklava. Baklava. By Jabri. Since 1935. Oh, so cute! They got a little paper covering it. Oh no, it's like more like the backing of a sticker. There's the baklava inside. Packaging is very cute. I'm not expecting this to wow me because, again, I have had baklava in many settings. So not expecting any miracles here, but let's try it. I will say, lots of dough, very little filling, which is already a little bit of a red flag. 4 out of 10. I feel like this isn't fair because, like, I know, like, I've had it so many times. It's like getting McDonald's when you've had a gourmet burger. Like, you know it can be much better. Far too much dough, very little filling. But the sweetness factor is about correct, I'd say. It's not, like, destroyingly, like, cloyingly sweet. And packaging is very cute. Let's read the entry. Assorted baklava. They all look the same to me. Layers of flaky dough with crushed cashews. From Amman, Jordan. Ah, baklava, Jordan's favorite holiday treat. Made from paper-thin phyllo pastry, syrup, and nuts. This delicate dessert is served every New Year on Eid al-Fitr. I just butchered the pronunciation of my own holiday. To mark the end of a month-long Ramadan fast. This particular baklava is made by a famous restaurant in Amman called Subhi Jabri and Sons. The restaurant has been the exclusive caterer of 4 generations of Jordanian royal families. Oh, damn. Gotta step your fucking game up, my guy. And in 1990, it was honored by the King of Jordan for its contributions to the local economy. We've been supporting this family-owned business for 4 years now. The historic layered baklava with crushed cashews has become a bit of a Universal Yums holiday tradition. We're gonna be going for the plum cake with Dulce De Leche filling. Hold it up like a makeup YouTube influencer, circa 2016. Actually, this may have been more of an Instagram thing. Actually, I think I'm not helping with the focus here. I like Dulce De Leche, so I'm excited to try this. Where's it from? Santa Fe, Argentina. Never had plum cake. Have had Dulce De Leche. Similar texture to a Twinkie, maybe a little bit drier. Plummy. Haven't had any of the filling yet. The cake itself is really good. Oh, it's really good. It's really sweet and light and airy. Oh my god, super good. 8 out of 10. Maybe even a 9 out of 10. The cake was phenomenal. If they have like sweets with just the cake, the Dulce De Leche was good too. But if they had like a version of this with just the cake, I think I'd like that even more. Soft and airy. Hey, that's how I described it. With Dulce De Leche jam inside. We have the ultimate solution for family peace this holiday season. It's in this cake. It's not the airy, soft cake itself though, but the filling inside. Dulce De Leche. According to legend, the politician Juan Manuel de la Rosa had a maid who accidentally cooked milk and sugar on the stove for too long. When she returned, the concoction was so gooey and sweet she thought she'd need to throw it away. But De La Rosa sampled it and loved it so much that he shared it with his political enemy, who is also his cousin. And they discussed a peace treaty. Basically, what we're saying is that once everyone in your family tries this famous Argentinian Christmas cake, they might just start agreeing on, well, we don't really know, but at least they'll agree it's delicious. Food, once again, proving to be the universal bridge between people everywhere. Cake was delicious, like perfect, like perfectly, like, as they said, like sweet and airy and just, oh, very good. Up next, Christmas pudding fudge. Can I grab this without tipping the box over? There we go. Oh no, these are a bit tough. I hope they won't be difficult to chew. Again, could just be an import thing. So Christmas pudding flavored fudge. I think I've had Christmas pudding before, but it's been a very, very long time. So. Oh! They're individually wrapped. They look like caramels. Let's try her. Oh no, they're super soft. Oh my goodness. That was very misleading. They're very hard to squish, but they're super soft. Texture is fine. It's like sandy. Super easy to bite into. Glides through your teeth. I'd say 3 or 4 on this one. I really don't like the flavor. I think I enjoyed Christmas pudding when I had it, but not a fan of this. It's green now. You know that line in We Wish You a Merry Christmas that goes, "Now bring us some figgy pudding"? Go ahead and sing that right now, because this is figgy pudding fudge. A dark, dense fruit... What? A dark, dense fruit cake made of dried fruit, candied fruit peel, brandy, and spices. Christmas, or figgy pudding, has been a festive staple in the UK since the 1300s. Oh, so Christmas pudding is fruitcake. I think I'm getting it confused with bread pudding. Back then, as the pudding was being prepared, each family member was asked to stir it 3 times and make a secret wish. We like this tradition so much that we suggest you try it as you bite into your figgy pudding fudge. Here's our recommended adaptation. Count to 3, then all take a bite of your piece and make a wish at the exact same time. From Devon, UK. Or Devon. I don't know which. We're down to the last 2! A cappuccino, cream, cocoa, Pandoro. There she is. Churro shaped, like a large, bloated, inflated, soft churro. Reminds me of a cactus. That's actually a pretty good comparison, yeah. This one's a no for me, dog. It's not good. This one's a 1 or 2. It's not for me. It's like bad instant coffee in a cake with a shitty texture. And cheap cocoa. I do wonder if a freshly made one would be better. With like higher quality ingredients too, perhaps. Though I will say I'm not a fan of coffee flavor to begin with, but I do like to think that I'm pretty impartial. Maybe a freshly made one would be better, yeah. Italian cooking and baking typically does not disappoint me. So this might just be the, cheap factory version. Cappuccino cream, Cocoa Pandoro. Behold, Italy's favorite store-bought dessert. Most Italians refuse to go through the 30-plus hour process of making Pandoro. 30-plus hours? Which involves 4 rising periods, 3 resting periods, and a special star-shaped mold. Who can blame them? The result, whether store-bought or homemade, is the same. A simple yeasted sweetbread, simple, that screams Christmas in Italy. This particular Pandoro isn't so simple though. The dough has the addition of cocoa powder and has been filled with a deeply decadent cappuccino cream. We didn't get to the cream! Serve it with a hot beverage of your choosing, and you'll be celebrating the holidays just like they do in Italy. Okay, we have to get to the cream. Still no cream. Oh, we're finally getting to the cream. I'm like halfway in. Barely any cream, look at that! Now we're getting to the actual cream. The cream does make it better. I'm not even a fan of like cappuccino, coffee flavor things in general. The cream does make it a lot better. It's like the opposite of the plum cake. I'd still keep it at the 3 or a 4. I will never have this again, but the cream improves it a lot after you get halfway through the loaf. Maybe it's just this individual one, who knows. I'm willing to give Italy the benefit of the doubt. They've never disappointed me before. And on to our last one. These cookies from Denmark! Cinnamon spice cookies. Spiced with Danish molasses. I'm very excited for these. I love cinnamon, I love like spicy sweets, and I love cookies, so I have very high hopes for these. Karen Wolf. Bite-sized cookies with cinnamon. Belgian-style cookies with cinnamon, but these are from Denmark. Baked in Denmark since 1890. Cinnamon and savory food. Oh, yes. Love cinnamon. Love, love, love. Whenever I make homemade soup broth, I always throw in a couple of cinnamon sticks. Oh, not the butter cookies tin where Grandma stores her sewing supplies in? Can you imagine? God damn it, Grandma. Get a load of this soup broth, guy. I'm always making powerful broths that your simpleton minds could not even hope to comprehend. Chat first. Eat! Less sweet than I was expecting. And then it kicks in. 8 out of 10. Really tasty. Less sweet than I was expecting. I wish the cinnamon was even stronger. You know what I think would elevate this to the next level? A bit of ginger. Oh my goodness, that would be so good. Ginger and cinnamon in a spicy cookie. I think this is because I've had the Trader Joe's triple ginger snaps. And those like fundamentally changed me as a person. Now if you added cinnamon to that, I gotta go trademark this shit. Nothing higher than an 8. I think that's fair. We have to reserve the truly exceptional ones for 9s or 10s. I really enjoyed this box. I highly recommend. I need to find an Arabic snack box. That's actually a very good idea. I hope there's one out there. And if there isn't, we should start it. Let's read this entry. It isn't the holidays without a nice gingerbread cookie, right? For anyone who cringed reading that, we have good news. You are going to like these cinnamon and molasses cookies better than any gingerbread. See, here's my thought. If we combine the two, we would make the ultimate most elite cookie. Why do we fight between one or the other? Cinnamon has been a mainstay in Danish cookies since the 1600s. The Danes got that right. When Dutch East India Company, oh no, first brought the spice to Europe. Cinnamon is heavily featured in a plethora of Danish cookie recipes, like peppernoter, a shortbread, brunkaker, sugar cookies with almonds. Where's Kevin's thing? It's almonds. I know it's almonds. I say almonds in real life. I don't know why I say almonds on stream. I only say almonds on stream. I've literally never said it any other way in real life. I don't know why I say it like that. Kevin cross-stitched this for me after the infamous almonds incident. Isn't it so cute? I love it so much. He did such an amazing job. I am a goose looking for almonds. Oh, and then they include all the nutritional information in the back. Just in case it's not printed on the package, I suppose. And then they share like more traditional Christmas stuff from around the world. So cute. This one's something from the Philippines. And then a Ukrainian folktale. There's so much stuff in here. Make a Christmas tree garland. Try Germany's favorite holiday beverage. Revel in the memories of a Yumderful 2021. They have like a bunch of different snacks from the previous months. It's like a recap. That's so cute. They did stroopwafels in January. I love stroopwafels. I have some downstairs. Ukraine had summer fruit jellies in February. In March, Germany had strawberry rhubarb white chocolate bars. In April, Spain had sour pineapple gummies. That sounds amazing. We have to ask Paul if he's had those and how they are. Turkey had paprika corn nuts. We'll have to ask Leah about those. South Korea had cinnamon sugar churros in June. Greece had pomegranate jelly candy in July. That sounds good. August, Taiwan had chocolatey mochi with peanut cream. That sounds amazing. September, the Czech Republic had ketchup ghosts potato snack. Is that like, no, I don't think that's ghost pepper. I think that's something else. October, Indonesia had sugar-coated coffee cookies. And in November, Scandinavia had chocolatey cookie dough balls. Very cute! Our 84-person team and our dozens of international snack producers and candy makers can't wait to have you as part of the adventure in 2022. So cute! Okay, that's all. And then they have an online yum shop with snacks from around the world. Yeah, I would say worst item, the Pandoro. Best item, the Kent Crisps. Roast beef and Spitfire ale chips. For the queen. Overall, I really enjoyed this box. The plum cake, I would say also one of the best items. The truffles were super good too. The truffles got a high score. This rating's in Arabic. What's this? Ah, these are the French crisps. I think in retrospect, I should give these a higher score just because they were our first item. So they kind of set the benchmark, but they were really good. Really fun box. I really enjoyed that. That's all for snack tasting. That was lots of fun.